More now on the Norfolk woman who's been speaking at the inquiry into the treatment of thousands of people given contaminated blood during the 1970s and 80s. On the second day of the hearings, Michelle Tolley from Dereham said those responsible must be identified and prosecuted if necessary.
The faces of just some of the victims of what's been described as the worst treatment disaster in the history of the NHS. Today, Michelle Tolley told the inquiry she contracted hepatitis following a blood transfusion. The mother from Dereham explained how all the victims' families had been affected.
The impact on our lives has been one of devastation, destruction and ultimately death. The ripple effect from innocent infected victims to the innocent affected victims has seen children, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, mothers, fathers, husbands, wives, grandparents, in fact, in some cases, a complete generation lost.
In the 70s and 80s, the UK imported blood products from the United States. Some were made with donated blood, which was infected with HIV and hepatitis C. Patients were not told of the risks and have always argued that there was a cover-up.
Those responsible for this historic and horrific tragedy, which has lasted decades, must be identified. They must be held responsible for the consequences of their actions and prosecuted if necessary.
Many of the victims won't live long enough to see the outcome of the inquiry that's set to take 2 years. It's hoped families will finally get answers to why their loved ones were given contaminated blood. Robbie West, BBC Look East.